Okay. Here we go. Oop. Gotta mute that. Okay. Hopefully that's working. My laptop says it isn't. Let me try that again. There we go. Okay. Ugh. I have to reach over, do stuff. How am I coming out? So everything sounds okay? Everything looks like it sounds okay. I had pumped up the volume on a few things so I could lean back more. It's quiet on YouTube. It's loud in my ears. I don't know how that makes a difference. So I think we're gonna spend about 3 hours tonight. We did get Mayu her new outfit, and then she was immediately taken by the villagers, and, well, you know. Or, you know, we could just do this ending and just call it a night. Alright, great stream. Love you guys. I'm kidding. We're not gonna leave Mayu. At least that's not my intention. Alright, we do have a shit ton of these to do, though. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do this one. We're gonna go down to oh, we still gotta do the kids. So we gotta hit Akado Temple. We gotta hit the storehouse at some point. We may have to do this too. I don't see 10-minute stream because we've been misbehaving this week. You get it? Yeah. That's all you get. Alright, let's not press this button because that's a turnaround button in this game, but it's a run button in Monster Hunter. The husband has been replaying Monster Hunter because of that chicanery about no more physicals. So he's starting over on Steam. So the cool thing is what we're gonna do is at some point you'll probably see me. Oh yeah, this is gonna also be adding on. We got a shit ton of running around the village. We'll be able to see his new character. Which is just basically his normal character, but with hair. Alright. Mutsuki has come far away for a while. Haven't needed a stone mirror in ages. We may or may not, depending on how it goes, we may get a different ending tonight. Because I believe we have everything we'll need to do the promise ending. So we'll be able to see the promise ending in, like, new graphics in HD. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's take care of the kids first. I will change my outfit at some point. Okay, that's spawned. We might be able to do this. Let's get these dolls, because I don't think I've done this in this round. Because we haven't walked towards this in ages. Okay, that's swell. Where are you? Oh yeah, spawn rates, guys. I have no idea why that moaning was coming from the other side of my ears, but that's fine. Alright, buddy, I've got dolls to take care of. Thank you. Where is your sister? Okay, can we... Yep, there we go. At least it gave us 640 instead of 120. Where's my crawl space? There it is. I miss Fatal Frame 3 and its 4-hour-long speed run. Remember when that was a lot? Well, that's not true. 5 is long, 4 is long. If I ever do another marathon, God, that'd be almost like 20 hours, I bet. And I love you guys, but I don't know if I could do a video game for 20 hours. Oh, shit. Okay. If you're fast, you can actually get that as a perceptual. You can get that as a perceptual snipe. I was not fast enough. I forgot what the buttons were. All right, come on. Shit. I got him out of it. Just realized I was crouching the whole time. Oh shit. Was not ready yet. Cool. It's been a long week. When we finish this week, we'll do at least one drawing stream next week, and then I don't know what's happening after that, so. I haven't really been getting ahead. I've just been doing the daily drawing. So hopefully we'll get some... Oh, I'm moving my chair over. What was I saying? Actually, you know what? Let's do this kid first. Excuse me? Get over here. Whoa! Lucked out on that. That was fast. Let's do this one first, just so I have a place to run outside if I need to. Long-awaited sexy Boggle stream. Nope. That's what it's a cosplay. That'll be a cosplay stream. Open the door really fast? Alright, let's watch her clip through the floor, because that's fun. Look at that smug-ass little look on her face. Shit! Ah! Give me a good shot. I deserve that juke. gonna throw it at me? I mean, you just walked into it. What did you want from me? What did you want from me, child? Alright. Oh! Holy shit. Didn't think I was gonna get that one. Where you going? Get over here. Shit. Oh, that's cheap. It's cheap. Get out here and fight like a man. Get fucked. Get over here. Stop. Ho! No more of this being enamored of the game. I am all business. Business, business. Business, business, business. Business. No, shaking my head. Can't have shit in Maxwell Town. No, you cannot. Now, here's a thing that is new, because we're reading the Kusabi. So if we need to... Files. The Kusabi. This is the... We got a fragment of this on our first playthrough, and now we're going through this side quest. So it started at Umbral Mound, where he was like, okay, there's a deep path. We gotta do some deep path shit. In the Osaka house, which is part of the deep path shit, he realized that you can't get into all the places because most of it's fallen down. So we went down to the Earth Bridge in Tachibana. But there's no way to reach the main passage because a lot of that is all, like, sealed off. So, he went down to here to see if he can find a way to get down. At some point, he gets down there before they capture him and take him to the cell, which is where he waits until, presumably when he's doing all of this, he has said that he needs to send Munakata out. So Munakata is... gonna be leaving. We're gonna see some of that because we did do that in the first playthrough. But I do want to point out, hold on, let's just get stuff. Okay. We haven't been down here yet, but if we look here, there are priests, and when we dispatch these two priests, when we go to the end of this hall, you're gonna see that this actually connects to a portion of the deep path when we get to endgame, and that's how he got in there. So, whether or not this was caved in at the time he was looking, I'm not sure. It does not appear so, because he's gonna be at the bottom when we get there. But, before we do that, alright. I want to get a one hit. That's it. Killed one, and we killed the other. And that's it. So, if we look to where they were looking, which is the end of this path, and we look down this way, they're looking at Makabe. Holy shit, I got some parallax error. He's looking here. Where this is on the deep path, let's turn off the filters and turn on the zoom. That's where the failed Kusabis are. I don't know why it won't focus. Oh, because I can manually control that in this game. We can actually get a good look at them. This is in the final path. So, he did get there. I'm inclined to believe that this rubble wasn't here. It may actually say in his note that we're going to pick up that it was. But this is how they caught him, and before everything. So we haven't read this one. The bodies of countless mummies lining this area have been horrifically mangled. They must have been people who came from outside the village. The martyr tome describes them like so. Oh yeah, you remember if we look at the martyr tome, we can take a look at that before. A kusabi is one who ill belongs in Minakami, mummified and offered up to the abyss. The greater the agony a kusabi endures, the more quaking of the abyss is quelled. Ordinarily, such mummies such as these were once Buddhist monks who underwent strenuous ascetic training, volunteering to render their bodies and perish in such a fashion so as to relieve the common people of that which ailed them. It is a common, or it is a known, maybe not common, ritual in which a monk kind of purposely starves them to death and leaves behind a mummy that prays. The mummy that, or the corpse that Papa Kurosawa turns into is based off of one of those. So, kusabis are very similar, but of course not similar, as he's going to say right here. Kusabi are different, however, and were not made mummies by their own hands. Rather, they were forcibly transformed into their unsightly state. This is because, in order to soothe that which cannot be seen, they were made to suffer pain beyond comprehension. The villagers likely required outsiders to take this role, so that ties of familiarity would not subconsciously prevent them to maximize the pain. Because the people who would do this cutting ritual were all heads of the families, the 5 families. So that makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. Horrifying, but absolutely makes sense. It is easy, therefore, to imagine that the individuals found here all perished before being offered up as a kusabi. Only those who can endure the pain are made into kusabi and is sacrificed as part of the shadow ritual. Thinking about it all makes me wonder what sort of place is what we're dealing with for people to go to such extremes. Unfortunately, I didn't find the entrance to the deep path inside a Kato temple. I'll turn my attention to the inner depths of the Kurosawa household. Okay, so he couldn't get there from here. This was obviously sealed up, but he could see. Why he couldn't climb up and over those rocks is beyond me. It is entirely possible that it was more closed up than what we're seeing here, because the abyss has been rumbling for years since the repentance. So he did not find his way from here. I am mistaken. I'll turn my attention now to the inner depths of the Kurosawa household, though with heavy surveillance won't make such an investigation easy. Luckily, the house is less populated than when the chief priest and the others descend upon Kureha's shrine. I'll wait until their next visit before I make my move. So, they go down to Kureha for something. It's kind of creepy how quiet it is in here. I think it's a bug. I feel like there should be ambient music. Just listen to her breathing and running. There's a little background. Oh, shit. My bad. Was it yellow? Yeah. Here we go. My bad. I wonder if some of that regret is that they made it worse because they had to do the half-assed hanging ritual with just Sai. The regret of we should have just let them both go. Is it we should have let them both go and we regret that because we made it worse? Or, as he puts it, we knew that this was doomed from the start, so we should have just let them go and then they didn't have to kill her. And then they would reap whatever the repentance would be without a failed Crimson Butterfly. I'm inclined to believe it's the former. He regrets it because they made it worse, but I think it'd be interesting to kind of think of it as well, we knew we were doomed from the start. At least we could have let them both go. And maybe it wouldn't have been worse, or this is ours to handle because the Abyss could not be stopped. I just think it's an interesting way to read it in two ways. I am more than exactly inclined to believe it is. So if we can see here, can I zoom out? How do I zoom out? Oh, here we go. So if we zoom out, I like the fact that we can actually see this whole thing. This is where the Kurosawa house is. And you follow the deep path. Here is where the tunnel is. Akado is right here. So this is where we are. It connects to here. I think it was this one. Yeah. This is where the Kusabi are, in this little alcove from here. If we look at the earth path, or the earth bridge, which is where the Tachibana house and the Kiryu house is, it actually almost connects. And I believe probably in olden times it did. This is how the twins would get to the path if they didn't go through the Kurosawa path. Just like in Fatal Frame 1, Kyrie had her own path from the Moonwell, whereas everybody else went through the demon, the Hellmouth Gate, which is where they had the demon tag with Blinded. And if we look here, Osaka is right here. And this is where they would keep, like, the stuff from outsiders in here. And it does almost connect. You can actually see, and you can see into here. You can see into the other path. In the old game, you could, at one of the angles, actually see into the Osaka basement. So, and this is all showing how it's connected. Here's the ritual altar. And there's the Abyss. And I just think it's really interesting for us at this point to be able to see it in its entirety, because we couldn't before. We could only infer what this looked like from the original game. It is kind of, to my understanding, it's either here, but it's more than likely here. This right here, the Abyss, this is directly beneath the rock on Misono. This is right under Misono, because that's where all the butterflies come from. And it's really interesting because, you know, from Misono, you can look down and there's the Osaka house. And what is this? The Osaka basement. If you go down, I wish they would let us, like, rotate. This is as far out as I can. But, like, next to the Osaka house, the Tachibana houses, Tachibana Kiryu, the twin houses, are here. The temple is here, which means right around here, I believe, would be the pond that surrounds the Kurosawa house. And this is directly beneath the temple where they performed the cutting ritual. So I just think it's really interesting that now we can kind of see it all laid out, and it feels like a real place. You know, I really like, oh, hold on. I was also looking through that, so I just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I didn't miss anything. I really like this game. I hate how grindy it is because I feel like it does turn off a lot of people. It's a good game. Oh, I'm trying to get to places. Where am I going? I'm going up, aren't I? The fact that the whole village had to have this all mapped out. Okay, yeah, okay. Looking at the mini map that that you guys couldn't see originally when we streamed because my camera was there. All right. So that takes care of that. We won't see the next part of the Kusabi stuff until end of the game. When we head out here, I broke the background music. It's just the sound of my footsteps in the water. Maybe it'll pop on when we hit a save point. Hello? Background music? Azami? Oh, there we go. Cool. I was like, we gotta finish her next part. Hello, Neoneko. Thank you for the raid. I was yapping about lore, dropping off your chat. Time to cook dinner. Have good dinner. I don't know what I'm having for my dinner, because the husband doesn't come home until like 8:30. He has, yeah, we gotta go to do this. He has either jujitsu or kickboxing. I think it's jujitsu tonight, which he's doing after work, and he doesn't get out of work until like late, so. It does mean that we get to stream as much as we want until we finish. Alright, so we need to go back in here. We're gonna do all the side quests, because eventually when we beat it for the final ending, we need to do all the side quests, so it's good to know a good route that we can make sure that this works. I think this is where we have to go. Yeah. It is. Mm-hmm. Oh! Magic pixel! Not me thinking that that was completely over. Yep. This is for the rest of her. That's Akane. We have freed her from the spirit that is pretending to be her sister, and now we get a little bit more for Azami. Believe that makes this part finish. Children at play, we're done. That is at end of the game. We still gotta go to the storehouse. Ah, crap, we gotta do this. Okay, Kureha Shrine. Then we gotta do storehouse because we can double up. Dichitose. Cemetery. We gotta kick Yais in next. And hopefully we do that right. That is the wrong way. Ha! I'll take the save point plus the extra. Okay. Lady! Could you not? Take your lickings. Take your lickings. You're like way too close. The hell? Where are you? Get over here. Well, that's just not sporting. Did you see how she pivoted on me? Well, that's just not sporting. Oh, we can transcend. Now that we've got Mayu's outfit sorted, let's start blowing points. All right, what do we want to use this on? A standard filter. Yeah, I think I want to keep it on standard. I need to look up meta. Oh, a reload speed on everything, probably. Exposure filter. That's for slow? Yeah. Low power range reload for radiant. We're not using radiant. We probably should. Reload speed is maxed on standard, so perceptual. I think I see myself as using more on exposure than perceptual for the reload speed. Ugh, I hate not knowing. Oh no, we do want to do reload speed on Perceptual because it's gonna make Chitose so much easier. You got Saber on first pull? Yay! I love how I'm giving everybody else good, like, luck. My husband refuses to open TCG cards without me present because he pulls good. But it's just like, I need that luck for a baby. So, all right, let's add that. And then that. And that is the max reload speed for Perceptual? That's not okay. Then I guess the next thing we'll do is max attack. Do we need max attack for... Max attack is maxed out for this. Okay. Willpower recovery, upgrades special shot, increases duration of spirit staggering. That's really not that important to me because they stagger They stagger a lot. I wonder if it works on Kusabi. I don't think it does. All right. So I think the next thing we should focus on is max attack. For, I'm just moving my mic a little bit closer. For Perceptual, because that's going to be useful for Chitose, anything through walls, and long-range sniping, because it's a good job. And then once we're done with that, we'll probably move on to exposure, max out reload speed again. Probably max out attack, or I think we should just focus on reload speed for everything so that I can just have it as more viable to just switch to. I do not use Radiant as much because it's like having to treat it like a flashlight when it has a reload speeds probably isn't something that I'm interested in yet. I don't think I'm that good at the game yet. So anyway, I feel like a change of costume. I don't know what, though. It's been a while since default. Let's do default. Alright. Okay. Stop farting around and get shit done. It's a long stream tonight. I need luck for gametes. Did I pick everything up from here? See the butterfly indicator. Oh, okay, I'm full on that. Is there 0 stone, herbal medicine, 0 lunar incense? Okay. We have... Sorry. Keep forgetting that's a button. We have basically mined everything for regular film. You notice they never put a leering ghost behind doors with shoji that, you know, you could easily see. Kureha! Damn it. Like I said, I've done this run like 8 times on and offline, and I still forget a route. I'm not exactly very smart. Alright, let's get this so we can get Storehouse next. Or we could run... Yeah, let's do Storehouse next, or at least get Storehouse queued. So we can do Cemetery and get the kids. Finish up Azami's shit. And we're probably gonna get attacked on our way out. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, we did read this. Storehouse. All right. Oh, I don't want to deal with this. That is dealing with priests at the same time as anything is annoying. I don't feel like it. Ah! I don't feel like it. I do not want to, Sam. I am. Despawn, please. All right, hold on. You want a piece of this? You want a piece of me? Yeah, I didn't think so. Get fucking despawned. Fucker broke the music! Mother puss bucket. All right, we'll do the storehouse then. We'll do storehouse so I can unbreak the music. I think that is a thing that they're gonna have to, like, also fix. I don't know if that's on the bug fixes. There hasn't been a bug fix or an adjustment almost since, like, the first couple weeks the game was out. So, you know. Hold on, I need to use your save point. Give me a sec, Itsuki. It's interesting that this isn't closed. It closes after you find out that he's been dead the whole time. Hello? Music? Damn. Oh, yeah. So, Itsuki is talking to somebody. We're gonna see who he's talking to. Munakata was visiting, but the two of them were not meeting. This is part of Munakata's quest. We're gonna... Oh. My dog is sleeping on my bed. Yes, I'm talking about you, precious. Yes, AC. I can hear him grumbling. I don't really want to hook up my camera because it's... I don't have room for it. I should do a pet cam someday. He is looking really cute, though. Anyway, I'll read this one because we did do this, but might as well finish it off. I received a letter from Professor Makabe telling me to go on ahead and head back home without him. Yainside delivered it to me. Thankfully, I was able to get a few more details out of him. It sounds like the next festival is around the corner. Just around the corner. When that happens, our outsiders aren't permitted to stay in the village. Apparently, a special exception has been made for him. I whispered in Yai's ear I intend to come for her and her sister on the day of the festival. When she heard that, her body tensed up and got stiff for a moment before she pretended not to hear me and left. I guess the girls really do plan on running away on the day of the festival. If that's the case, then Itsuki should be somewhere in the village, but where? I came here to the storehouse as a last resort. The air in here feels exactly as I remember it. I used to play with Itsuki and Mutsuki here all the time. Mutsuki somehow got a key from who knows where, and we were all shut ourselves inside and shoot the breeze. Sounds like Mutsuki was kind of like a little bit of a bad boy. One of those times, for some reason, Itsuki decided to talk about the twin ceremony with me. He told me that twins are one soul, split into two bodies. During the ritual, twins become one again and turn into a butterfly. Then the butterfly returns from the darkness of hell to bring salvation to the village. As strange and mysterious as it all sounded, at the same time, it brought back certain memories for me. I guess that must be what's going to happen to Itsuki and Mutsuki one of these days, huh? They'll turn into a butterfly. Visiting Minakami was what sparked my interest in ancient village customs and the whole idea of hell. It's what made me decide to be an apprentice to the professor in the first place. As much as I wish I could linger. Once I'm done taking in the sights and smells of the storehouse, I think I'll head to Misono Hill. And then this is from Itsuki's point of view. I heard Ryozo is back in the village. I bet he came back after reading my letter asking him to look after Yai and Sai. Outsiders like them are being invited to the village probably means the village priest intends to hold a shadow ritual and use the two of them as kusabi. I can't let Ryozo fall into that trap. I have to tell him to get out of the village as quickly as possible. I've decided not to meet with Ryozo. If I see him, He'll probably choose to remain in the village. He might even try to set me free. If that happens... where are these? Okay. I know one's up there. Utsuki! Which one is this? We got a different one too. Nope. Items. Radio. Is it this one? Or is it the clear one? No, it's not this one. There we go. I can't see. Okay. Finish up Munakata. Then head to the cemetery. Dang. No, I need film! Whoa! Come on. Let's go. That was a little late. I admit that. There we go. Now we got music back. And then we're gonna have to deal with the 3 dudes at the top. Then we'll listen to Munakata. Dear Itsuki, I hope this letter reaches you. It seems I can no longer stay in the village. I told Yansai I would come and get them on the day of the festival. Once they're out of the village, leave everything else up to me. I'll come back for you and after I get them out. Ryozu Munakata. Let's go over here. We'll do that again. We'll run it back. Ah! Why are you out of focus? I didn't ask for that. Get over here. I was like, say, excuse me, you're dead. All right. That's a terrible place to put that charm. What was his fucking charm? It was green, right? It's a crystal barrel? No. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Phospholite.
When I was young,
Phospholite. The main character of Hoseki no Ki.
together. Back then, you told me about the mysterious festival, and that's why I became a scholar. Itsuki, I'm leaving this village for a while, but I will definitely come back for you.
I ship it. All right. Let's go chase some kids down in a cemetery. Because when has that ever, like, been a bad idea? Ooh, please be. Yes. We are blowing through that shit. Okay, we don't need that. Save. How are we on points? Okay. It's nice of her to play with other kids. It just kind of sucks that the kids died. Shit! Alright. Cool. Alright. Who's next? They're over there. Oh, shit. Oh, hi. Okay. Yeah, we stay far away from the girl's spawn point so I can snipe her ass. Alright. Ah, shit. Probably didn't want to do that. Oof, it looked like his neck broke on that entrance. It's like he puts his whole body in it. Alright, let's hit her hard and hit her fast. Grab this. Okay. There she is. Alright. Well. Ugh. Oh my god. Can't see shit, Captain. Are we done? Cool. There we go. That finishes it. When you hold hands, two become one. Promise ending! I wonder if at some point when the ritual changed, why it changed. Alright. Ah, shit. Pretty butterflies. Sacred water, don't need. Type 90, that's... Oh, that's in over there. I don't really feel like it. What? Type 61, we just left. Herbal. Sacred water. Okay, this place is pretty much clean of what I need. Let's go. I wonder what change... Was it coming from? Ah! Motherfucker. I'm glad you got repentance-ized. Points for the point gods. Where are we at for that? Close to another transcendent speed is what I'm seeing. Okay, I think the next thing we're gonna have to do... Hold on a sec. Tachibana house already. Still have to do Tachibana house. Okay. So we can double up on Tachibana. We will need to... For one of the... Who are you? Okay. You gotta do to really capitalize on that with a mourner. I'll take that because I've been banking it. I don't know why I mix up the mourner's theme with anybody else's. It always makes me think it's like Broken Neck Woman. Although I think the Broken Neck Woman and mourner are two different things. Oh man, health. All right. All right, let's hit the Tachibana house. I was just talking about you, sweetie. It is different. Doesn't sound a thing like a mourner. I don't know why I thought it did. All right. If it must be. Takes a bunch of my film and bounces? I am annoyed. Unholy wench. Did I not? Oh, I have not. Huh, I can't believe I didn't get this one. I mean, it's just gonna be like a gem fragment. Gemule. Oh, no, it's zero film. Hold on. Hello? Oh, hey. She's just straight riffing. I know, this bitch. Love you. All right. Projector room. That is not where we need to go, Mio. What outfit should we use for promise? Default? The special fancy kimonos? The regular kimonos. What do you guys think? Let's do this part next. Projector room is that way. Let's get this part. Oops. Damn. Mitsuki is glowing. Ah, yeah, another allusion to Promise. I had a dream. In it, I was with Mitsuki and Chitose. We were all waiting for something on top of the Heavenly Bridge. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Waiting after everything had come to an end. So we'll go out there in a sec, but we need to get to projection room. Opposite, 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 opposite. Default? Okay. Huh? Points for the point god. That was a tasty amount of points. Okay, we did get them all. So if we look at this, the girls are cuddling up. That's the river where the beginning of the game happens. And it's really close to wherever it is to get back into the village. Fateful location shown to the sisters on a projector. Ryozo brought a projector with him and showed us the stream he once took us to a long time ago. Without even thinking, I found myself looking straight into Sai's eyes. They were full of tears. We didn't visit that stream for very long, but I still remember it well, even now. It was nice and sunny. There was nothing else there. It felt like time had completely stopped. And now there it was again, right in front of us. Sai wouldn't stop muttering to herself. She kept saying it all looks so beautiful. I found myself almost saying the same thing. Without a doubt, the world outside our village is a beautiful place. Sai and I have renewed our promise countless times, the one we made on that day. The promise we'd always be together, and that one day we could go back to one of our favorite places, together. Let's go back, Sai, before we leave the village. Back to the pond shore where we always used to play. Yai. So I believe that is this. So we gotta pop the next cutscene. So let's finish this house up. Pop that. Oh yeah, that's right. Projection doesn't work in here. Almost forgot about those. Points for the point god. All right, what is the easiest way of going? Ah, this way. Stairs are here. Can't see. What were we saying again? Heaven Bridge. Yeah, battle, more encounters, etc. Alright, through this door, and then down to the right. You heading out?
Yeah.
Alright, love you.
Love you.
Have a good spar.
Okay, thank you.
Love you.
It's almost home.
And they are looking towards Misono Hill, if I am correct. Because that would be... Oh, we can't see, but yeah. No, if that's... No, Misono Hill would be that way, though, wouldn't it? They're looking towards the Kurosawa house. No, Kurosawa house is technically that way. So I don't know what they're looking for here. I know what... we'll see what they're looking for, because we've seen the promise ending. It's faster to go this way.
I can't hear Musky's voice anymore. Will I never see him again? When that time comes, will I be able to smile
Nothing here.
like I used to?
I'm done with you. No thank you, lady. I don't feel like it. I am not in the mood. You go to hell and high, and stay there. That's how I would like to feel. Bye! Yeah, I thought you would despawn. Hang on a sec, so let's... Yeah, that's where I want to be. Fukushima. Yep. Okay. So we gotta do this cutscene.
It's Crimson.
Duly noted. That's a good one. I'm thumbnailing.
The two chosen ones mirror the twin wings of a butterfly. A butterfly that will save this village. This is how it was meant to be.
Oh, it's got Mio as Yai in that now. I never noticed that. All right. Before we do this next part, because I believe to do Sai's next part, we have to go in, then come back out. I think we're gonna go in and then come back out. We've got to do Sai's side quest. Don't need that. Mayu, you broke the music! Actually, this is kind of... I'll reread this one. When we were little, there was one time we went and played by the stream that flows out of the village. Back then, we made a promise that we would always stick together. I still want that. I still want to be together forever, even if we leave the village. I'll always protect you, Sai. Always. I know we promised we'd be together, but my body is weak. Someday I won't be able to keep up with my big sister. I'm worried you're going to leave me behind. The thought of us growing apart scares me. We were always so inseparable when we were born. Yet the longer we keep living, the more distant I feel we're going to become. That's all the more reason for us to reunite. We can become one again, Yai. You and me. If we do that, then we'll never grow apart. We really will be together forever. Maybe in the abyss. Let's see if it will pop when we go. Let's save at least. If you notice now, we can turn on the light in the Kurosawa house. Alright. Good to know. Oh, the ambience in here is like so quiet. It's like really stifling. Okay, hang on a sec. Thought for sure that would pop this one. We may have to do Ukashima first. All right, where are we? How do we do? IGN? There we go. Okay. Oh, we can't do this because we haven't gotten the promise ending. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, we gotta detour out. Alright, cool. We didn't miss anything. I just remembered that it's not a thing that we can get. Yet. Points for the point god! Alright, let's go hit the little island then. Whoopsie whoops. I was wondering it wasn't popping, and then I remember that's my new game plus on Switch. Oh wow, you can actually see through the curtain. That's neat. The transparency on that is pretty cool. Alright, I'll be right back, Mayu. I got other things to do. Sorry. Mentions how the water flow is linked to the outside of the village. When I was little, I used to play here a lot. I never got tired of watching the glimmering water flow by, slowly and quietly, but this will be the last time I look at this place. This place doesn't look how it used to. The water here connects to a stream on the outside. All I want to do is float away with it, slowly and quietly, together with Sai. Sai told me to go see Itsuki. She said it seemed like he had something he wanted to tell me. Then she ran off. Maybe I can find him at the storehouse. Yai. Alright, the store. Oh, they're holding hands. Alright, storehouse. There's a lot of back and forth. We do have to do this. Because it does show the other side of what we were seeing with Itsuki. Although I believe the Munakata story and... He turned around like, holy shit, there's someone behind me? You turned around fast, buddy. Get out of my face. It was overlapping with, Eh? Hello? What? Anyway. It was overlapping with Munakata's, and Itsuki's story was overlapping. Because I decided to do them at the same time. They're supposed to be happening one at a time. Dream fulfilling butterfly. So this kind of says something. Who is this butterfly? I wonder.
Yai, are you alone? Once the final preparations are done, I'll head to the shrine too. There's something I wanted to tell you, but I forgot.
Something I want to tell you, but I forgot.
Don't look so sad. We'll meet again. Once you're outside, Munakata will come to meet you. Head to the stream with Sai. Yai, I'll always be on your side.
Itsuki, thank you.
And that was what was happening on the other side when he was talking to her. And you could actually see her head if you angled it correctly. Itsuki told me how he felt about me. He said he'd forgotten these things, but he still managed to tell me. He's done so much for me, for as long as I've known him. He says he intends to stay in the village. One day, if I just so happen to find myself back here, I want to be the one who helps him for once. I once read in an old folk tale about how when you have a strong feeling, it can turn into a butterfly. Someday mine are going to turn into butterflies and come back. Too. Yai. Misono Hill! Lots of Resident Evil backtracking. It's worth it! Oops. Lost my train of thought fighting a mourner. No music again. It's like they kill the music. That's really interesting because in the original, if you remember, it's just a static extra picture. But now it's a side quest. Note found near the woman crying in front of the Torii Gate, bemoaning her inability to re-enter the village. I can't get back into the village anymore. If only I hadn't let go. If only I hadn't let go of her hand. Sai's crying somewhere. It's all erased. Everything we went through, everyone's thoughts and feelings. All of it. Gone. So here is Yai's stone, which we got. Oh, we haven't done this yet. That's right. Which we got the first half from the Crimson Butterfly ending. So this is new. That's what she says in the promise ending, which is what we will get when we get there. We have to wear the stone, though. As much as I would really like to do the Hellish Abyss ending, my camera can't handle a 2-stage Kusabi. So fuck that. I believe in Promise we still have to fight the Kusabi, but Hellish Abyss we have a it's a two-phase Kusabi. And Sai, which is not an easy thing to do with the camera the way it is at the moment. What do you got? What do you got for me, Mr. Cut Arms? Shit. I was worried more about the focusing. Ooh. That one was good. I'll take it. Alright. At this save point, we'll check our point total, drop another transcendent speed if we've got it. I mean, you get good points in battle, which I consider as like hard mode. The problem is that I don't think you can't really survive. Yeah, we can. Surviving merely on the film that you get on a playthrough just isn't enough. It does kind of, you do have to like buy film. We may do that later. All right. What did we say we were doing? We were doing reload speed on everything. Exposure filter. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh my god, you can do so much on exposure. That's the slow lens. I might have to consider that. And then we'd have to do max attack. All right. Oh, that's a lot of reload speed. All right. It is what it is. It do what it do, and it be what it be. So I believe that should be everything. Fleeting hope amid the pangs of nostalgia. So sad. From the crimson fragments of Yai's spirit stone, her lingering emotions revealed. Yai recalled the moment she decided to escape the village. It all began when her childhood friend Ryozo Munakata came to the village. Her emotions flowed into the Kurosawa's front yard. Yai and Sai were reunited with their childhood friend Ryozo. Though perplexed at how much older he was. I mean, they have a concept of aging, don't you? They were reassured to find his personality unchanged. He told them he wanted to show them something using an image projection machine that he had placed in the Tachibana house. I wonder where the Kiryu one came from. Ryozo's projector depicted a stream from their memories. He'd taken Yai and Sai there on a trip outside the village when they were young, and they promised to revisit it someday, just the two of them. Determined to leave, Yai and Sai headed to a lake where they used to play. Yai and Sai stood quietly by their old haunt. As they gazed upon the familiar scenery, Yai realized the water was connected to the stream in their memories. Sai left after telling Yai Itsuki had something to say to her. Yai then made her way to the storehouse alone. Behind the storehouse, Yai spoke with Itsuki through the window. Though Itsuki held back his final words, Yai still felt his emotions. Grateful for everything that Itsuki had given her, Yai hoped one day to return to the village as a butterfly. On the day of the festival, when Yai went to Misano Hill to find Sai, she discovered the cruel fate that awaited her. On the day of the festival, Yai returned to the village to find it missing. Realizing the ritual had failed, she sobbed endlessly and regretted letting go of Sai's hand, all while feeling her memories of the village slipping away. So sad. All right, so now we're back on track. I will have to start taking notes on, like, a good route so we don't have to backtrack as bad. And then the next run that we do on stream, we will attempt Hellish Abyss. I have fears of it. Great fears. Hang on. Is there anything out here? I'll take that. There's a 16. There's a 14 in that hallway. An herbal medicine we don't need. Okay. 6. 71 might be enough. So I think 78 is our limit. Is our film limit. I mean, I wish we didn't have a limit. Okay. In that case, we may skip the other film in the other way. Sorry. I saw the particles and I panicked. No? 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 You. My of the you. I'm gonna fight Papa Kurosawa. I think once we get down, I might spend some points buying film. What you got, Pops?
Even though you're my daughters, I must still carry out the ritual for the village.
You're not Mayu? Alright. Hit and run, and then focus everything we've got on Pops. Wanna watch the cutscene for it? Kind of interesting that they threw him in, because mourners usually throw him in. Oh shit, that guy on my right, or my left. Ah, my left. Ow! I'm sorry, Dad! Ah! Oh, I got one more priest? Shit! Ah! I don't want to hug! Okay. Okay. Alright. Phase 2. Alright. Let's back up, let's back up. My finger slipped off my trigger. I'd rather you didn't. Shit! I'm walking into him. Holy shit! That actually kind of startled me. Ah, fuck. Got it. Gotcha. No. I don't need that. We've got a save point coming up down there. We're good. I trust. Trust. 9.
Stay back. Run away. Yai, come here. Hurry. Mia, if you follow me, come for me, Yai. I know you will.
All right. I am like... Who died? I am overlapping the voice lines, sorry. More prayer beads. Wasn't focused. I wish they would give us more 14 film on the way down? Question mark? I think when we hit Kusabi, we'll just blow all the 0 on him. Then maybe 61. And then maybe 90. I haven't made that decision yet. No chances. But items? No items? No bitches? Okay. Hey! There he is! So here is the bottom of Akato Temple through that little... through there. That's Akato Temple. So, he was able to kind of figure that out. And we're gonna see the fleeting part of his ghost right before the ritual. And before we go out there, we've got to... at the save point, we need to load... Yai's sparkling stone. Get the fuck away from me. That was too close. Getting real close. And back. And finish it off. I think I prefer the two Mourner Cutman gauntlet rather than the 6 to 8 in the original. Didn't like that. There we go. Okay, that's where we're gonna have to go change. So let's... Ah! 48 to 78, that's not great. 29 to 32 is fine. That's okay. We've got 8 of 8. We don't need that. I think it's a good spend. We're gonna save. And then I'm gonna redo the charms, and then we're gonna save one more time. So... this needs to go over one of these. Hold on, I need to know. Yai's sparkling stone, it's after fluorite. Okay. Red crystal. Won't be aggravated. Reduces willpower consumption when dodging. Let's keep that. Let's get the mic a little bit closer. What do we else? We have Sard. Extends fatal time window. Increases damage inflicted by stealth shots. We really don't need that. Damage dealt by standard filter. Damage multiple rat. We don't really need that either. I think we're gonna stick with standard. Because that's what I'm just spec'd for. Increases movement while camera obscures raised. Automatically face raised upon raising the camera obscure. Not sure I want that. Slow duration, days duration. Stores health upon inflicting damage. Decreases chances of meeting circle. Not really. Dolomite. Radiant. Presence of raids. Oh, that's the one that we need for stealth. Perceptual. Oh, that's what I gotta equip for Chitose. Sputamine. Decreases load time after taking a photograph. This is the difference between you and the race he's shaking off. That might be what I want. Since window for performing a dodge reduces Will's power needed for special shots. I'll take it. Over Sard. I want that, even though that other one, and then... Oh, shit. Hold on. No, let's replace the other one with Sard. No, we want to keep that. That. Moonstone. And that. Okay. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Hopefully that is our final answer. Final answer. We're gonna get the final Kusabi note. Forgot about that. Startled me. All right. Ace, get out of my window!
Let's complete the ritual.
Oh, I probably should have bought another herbal medicine.
In which we become one. Will become one.
And this is as far as he got before he got caught. After trudging through the long, dark passages of the deep path, I came upon an open space. In all likelihood, this is what the others refer to as the ritual altar, where the twins who are essential to the hidden ceremony will await their ceremony. Scores of candles dot the vicinity. Without a doubt, they are meant to pay respects to the deceased victims of past calamities. The flames seen at Akato Temple, it turns out, are merely an extension of those found here. I suppose then what lies beyond is none other than which must not be gazed upon directly, the gates of hell itself. After all this time, my intuition has finally been vindicated. These realms that everyone believes in, hell, the underworld, what have you, they all genuinely exist. I can hear activity coming from within the deep path. The voices of the head priest and attendant mourners echo behind me. What happens next? Will I see the gate, or be apprehended before I can reach it? That's the question. All I know is I must go. Go and see whatever is to be seen for myself. Gotta appreciate the dedication.
At this rate, I will become a Kusabi. Crimson sacrifice ritual. I will see hell. A place that must not be seen. A ritual that must not be seen. Must not look into the pit.
All right. Final answer. That's our build. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then we're gonna see an ending after we do the last thing. Ace, stop moving my curtains. Okay. Alright, this shouldn't be too hard. He's a little bit of an HP wall. This is also different. What you see here when you come in. Because we saw something different for Crimson Butterfly. Alright. Calamity cutscene!
I'll wait forever.
Five-0! Is it 5-0? Damn, that is such an all-farming pose, though. God, I want to get Hellish Abyss so bad, but like... Man. Oh, shit. Gotta pay attention. Alright. I loaded the wrong film! Ah! Mistook that. It was a leer. Oh, shit. He actually got me that time. Oh, I'd rather you didn't. Ouch. Ah! Oh, fuck! He's become an HP wall! Yeah, we need speed. I need to deal with this. Oh, fuck. Yep. Oh, I got real close to that. He actually knocks it over. You can actually hear it too. Woo! Juke that. You're making such pitiful damage. What to do about that when you've got like, ah, fuck. Get up, 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 get up. Ah, get away from me. When you have such slow film, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. Oh, I thought I was gonna have a chance to get out of that. Oh, the way he goes like out of focus is so annoying. Damn it. Thought I would have time. There's gotta be a better strategy than what I've got. No? Your mom's a hoe. Oh, dang, these things are fast. Oh, he actually goes out of focus for that? Oh, shit. I gotta, like, really pay attention then. Behind me? Yep. Can you... Thank you? Chip. Damn it! See what I mean by, like, not enough damage to do a two phase of this bullshit? Oh, fuck. Oh, it still hit me. Focus. It was worth it. It's worth it! It was worth it. Probably could outlast it. I don't want to, though. I think I am hitting a little harder. So we'll see. I think, if I were to try that again, I think the next run will probably be a little bit stronger and a little bit less tedious. I think with what I had left, it's possible to do a 2-stage, but not if he Onryos at any point in the second phase more than once, because he did it once on here. I think that one's gonna take a little bit more strategy. I might, by the second time we go through this, will have enough to do it, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know when I'd do that. Maybe, August Oban? So, or September. We'll come back in September. I do have something special for October when we do it, but, maybe we'll do it then. I don't know. It depends. Yai, you finally made it. Hurry, come here. I'm right below you. I don't know if you'll make it here on time, but I'll keep waiting for you until the end. Sigh. I'm coming! HD promise ending!
promised you we'd always be together. Forever. I know. I understand. Together forever. I promise. Now we can finally go. I'll never let you go again. Mayu. Mayu. I'm so glad I made it. Thank you.
It is a little different in Japanese when she's saying, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave you behind. Is side cuts her off, but in the English version, she does get to say what she's trying to say. But I think I prefer better where side cuts her off, because she doesn't want her to have to say it out loud, because it's a hurtful thing. That she didn't mean to leave her behind. So here's what Itsuki, Mutsuki, and Chitose are looking at. And they are looking in the direction of Misono Hill now. I believe in the original, they're kind of, it's a more ambiguous which way they're facing, but it's nice to see that they're facing, it is facing the right way if I can see it.
I always thought that if I had just held your hand that day, then you know, I was so scared when you left. Someday, we'll live and die apart from each other. That thought was crushing me. But ever since then, you've always been by my side. We might not ever be able to become one, but I'll never let you go again.
I kind of think I should have done it in the pre-order kimonos, because then we'd be able to see how the kimono sleeves look like butterfly wings. I just thought of that. I'll have to look at it later. So there, when they did like the super special box set that of course I never saw on sale anywhere, they included a short novel that happens right before this, before the game starts. And the whole premise of the mini novel, the novella, is that Mayu's feeling like they're moving farther and farther apart, because even though they say we're promised to be together forever, Mayu doesn't think that Mio means it in the same way that Mayu needs it, in that they need to be together forever. And Mio notices that Mayu is feeling very upset and depressed, but she doesn't know why, because they don't talk about what's wrong. They're afraid to talk about it because it leads back to where, you know, when they were kids and she let go of her hand and Mio has blamed herself for that. Mayu doesn't want to kind of say it out loud because she knows that it hurts Mio, but she has to say it out loud because she can't communicate why she's so upset and why she thinks that the two of them are not on the same level when they make this promise every time they talk about it. And it's a really heartbreaking kind of look of like what was going on in their heads before they step into the village. And I think it explains Mayu's, when Mayu breaks in the cell and Mio says, I gotta go, I'll be right back. it is like the culmination of all these feelings where Mayu realizes Mio doesn't understand her. If Mio doesn't understand me, we can't be together, and the promise is gonna get broken, and that's what breaks her mentally. It is a pity that it isn't something that everybody has access to. There is a website that did publish it, and I did read it because obviously I was able to read it. FF Translations. It's a really good, and it tells a story from both Mayu's point of view and why Mayu is upset and depressed, and it also tells it from Mio's point of view because Mio doesn't understand. But there's a really interesting image where Mayu goes missing. She walks out of the house and Mio goes looking for her, which is emphasizing, you know, throughout this whole game, Mayu walks off and Mio goes to go find her. She's always looking for her. She's always making sure she knows where she is. And she finds Mayu out in like part of a forest near their house, and there's like a butterfly sitting on her neck. It's a white butterfly. And Mio feels this pang of jealousy of how dare this creature put its hands on Mayu like that. Like it kind of emphasizes the whole Crimson sacrifice ritual that Mio is connecting to, that even though she doesn't understand it, she's connecting to it. It's really interesting. I know it sounds weird when I say it out loud, but if you read the novel, it really makes a lot of sense. I think it fills in some of the blanks of how Mayu is feeling. I know that Mayu's side quest that becomes open after Hellish Abyss does kind of address this, and I believe Mio's side quest after you finish that ending also fills in the gaps. I think it's something you can read into the game. It's really it's easy to read into it if you kind of like have familiarity with it, but if you're not going that deep, I feel that the novel supplements what we see. So this is what we need to complete in the next playthrough, and if we hold that, I think that unlocks an ending. Let me see what it unlocks. Oh, no, it doesn't. I think it's just a side quest. It may open up an ending, it may not. It's an interesting insight. You ultimately come away feeling some type of... Get on the tower! It's the kids' it's dinner time. Sorry. Reach the ending, promise! Save scum. So it took about 10 hours. I can't read this, sorry. Let me click that. You understand her neurosis and why she has that neurosis to a certain degree. You can sympathize. You don't hate or think she's actively cruel. You have a more negative read of Mayu that the game or any iteration intends to come away with it, but you do. I mean, it's a feeling that I think most people probably can't understand because they've never had that closeness with somebody. And that it is an existential crisis that one is feeling, and not very many people have that kind of existential crisis, I guess, in the same way. It's like... I think it reads like anything. It's a misunderstanding, but it's not a misunderstanding that both of them understand as a misunderstanding. They can talk it out. The problem is that they are both they are overly considerate of each other's feelings regarding what happened when Mayu broke her leg, which is, it's really sad because they can talk to each other about anything, but then this one thing has been like a thorn in their side since they were children, and they can't connect over that. And I think that's really sad. It's, people want to connect and they can't connect. It's, I think Mayu is feeling a sense of anxiety and depression about it, which I can't hate her for as somebody who suffers from anxiety and depression. where, you know, you want to advocate for what you need, but in advocating for what you need, you may be hurting somebody else, whether or not they're okay with being hurt because they know or not. And I think it's being overly considerate. I mean, to be honest, I totally get that. I sympathize with that so much. I can't tell you what's wrong, because if I tell you what's wrong, it's gonna hurt you. And how sad is that for two people who always have the same thoughts, but it's the one thing the two of you can't express? That's so sad. I think that's what I think I like the best about this game, is the feeling of being trapped by love and not being able to do anything about it. You don't believe she's trying to be controlling and smothering of Mio's autonomy? But there's an undercurrent of that? There is. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't. There is. But it has a reason. It's a reason that you may not agree with and you may not completely understand. But she is. She's trying to monopolize that because Mio's all she has. Their mother's always sick. God only knows where the hell Kay is all the time. Their dad's at the bottom of this fucking abyss. in turmoil and stuff. Oh, here's another thing that I don't think I ever really said either, is when the girls went missing, when Mayu broke her leg, their dad went missing looking for them. And he never came back because he wandered into the village and never came out. So there's also that undercurrent. If you read, there was another supplemental when the original game came out. There was a supplemental material released in a newspaper where I believe Mayu says she had as a dream where her father is trying to warn her not to go into the forest. So, I mean, it's interesting. They say, like, they look old enough to remember what their dad looks like, but they talk about how much they don't really remember their dad. I think that's really sad. It's a lot of memory coming in. And, you know, when he never came home, and she told the girls later, oh, he died, but she never told them how. And then their mom, Shizu, just moved away. Where the hell was Kay all this time, man? Working on a novel, hanging out with Mafuyu and you? What the hell, man? But yeah, no, she is. But it comes from a place of absolute desperation. And it's sad. I'm not mad about it. I feel pity for it. Because I think in a darker place, I would do the same thing. In a place that I didn't have the same support and more attachment, I think I would absolutely feel exactly the same as Mayu. And I think I always have. I've always felt a lot of, like, understanding from Mayu. I know a lot of people do say, wow, Mayu sucks, hate that girl. I mean, people don't know how to read nuance, even if the nuance is there. So to be, you know, to be completely honest. But you know, it is kind of sad. They are descended from a So's, so one way or another, they were gonna be screwed one way or another. I don't know who I feel more sorry for, the Amakuras or the Hinasakis, because holy shit, did the Hinasakis come from a long, sad line. I mean, if you include the fact that it was Yai is a part of the Hinasaki family. She married into it. Or her child married into it. Mikoto married into it. Excuse me. Mikoto married into the whole thing. Are there options to watch the movies anywhere? No. So you can't really see the cutscenes anywhere. So I think the next thing is, you feel sorry for anyone unlucky born in the Fatal Frame universe? Yeah. That's because the veil between the supernatural and the real world is surprisingly and shockingly thin. All right, so I think the next time we do this, we will aim for the Hellish Abyss ending. By then, hopefully, I will have another new game, probably another 1 to 2 new game pluses underneath my belt to have a camera that's gonna at least deal with Kusabi in a much better way than we have. And then hopefully I'll get some better. I'll actually also test and see if maybe bringing a radiant filter with zero film and just a couple shots with zero film with the radiant filter, which is the camera, the hold for charge, might do a significant chunk to save us film, and then we just chip at it. The problem is we finish the Kusabi, a two-faced Kusabi, who has absolutely the ability to Onryo at any time, unless I have a charm to keep that, to mitigate that. And then we still have to fight Sai. So we may not even have film to fight Sai, is what I'm worried about. I think if we were to go into that situation, it would be use half the zero film on the Kusabi, chip at it with 90 and 14, save the 61 for Sai, and hope for the fucking best. Because I don't know what else is required. We'll see. I will report back, but we'll probably come back to that. When do you think we'll come back to that? September at the soonest for a Hellish Abyss run. And I may start that stream, we may start that playthrough at like chapter 4. We may not start from the beginning. And if we start from the beginning, I may skip some of the side quests and then we just backload it. And then we'll see. Because I haven't played on Switch in a while. I do have something special that I've got to make sure it's lined up for Halloween. So it'll be a little Drawtober, little stuff for that. We'll definitely do this. Maybe we'll do some Monster Hunter. Definitely have some art. There's gonna be no Outfit August this year. Because I've got to get started on pre-gaming for everything else. So, you know, it may be back to inconsistent streams after July. We'll see. I don't really have too much to add to that. Let's check something. Those are big streamers. I don't feel like rating them because they're tiny. So, anyway, that's Promise. It looks so good. Promise Ending looks so good. Yeah. We will definitely... I turned chat off a long time ago. We will definitely touch back next week for some art, at least one stream of art. So, after that, we'll play by ear. So, you guys have a good evening. You have a good weekend. It's Oban for me. Couple weeks and then the week after that is a con I may or may not go to. So, yay, hearts. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. I'll see you next week, 5:30, just drawing and yapping. So, have a good night.